Meredith Cantrell with Go Realty, and today I'm here with our featured artist of the month, Susie Silver. She is local and she makes fantastic work, and we're just here to learn a little bit more about what she does. So let's just talk a little bit about your work. What inspires the current work that you're doing right now?
So the current work that I'm doing is really inspired by movement and nature. So you'll find a lot of pieces that look like rock formations, geodes, and I mix that with very bold color choices, sometimes very unexpected, and I often use a lot of metallics. So going back to when you break open a geode or you're going to find a gem, something's going to be very sparkly and shiny. So I take inspiration from that. And then also just making sure that the eye will move throughout the piece. So going back to traditional methods of art and thinking about rhythm and movement, of course, and pushing the boundaries with color.
It's awesome. They're beautiful pieces. You guys have got to check them out. All right, so can you tell us a little bit about your process and how you create the movement and these natural shapes that you're talking about?
Yes, so I do have a couple different styles that I work in. Sometimes I work on paper, and sometimes I work on canvas, and sometimes on wood panel. All are generally about the same, where I use liquid media. So I will take acrylic paint, acrylic ink, various inks, and manipulate the materials so it's never in an original state. So that's my own fun little chemistry lab in my studio. But I do a lot of pouring and then a lot of layering. So I'll come back to the piece multiple times until I feel like it's finished. Okay. With the larger pieces that we see behind me, that is also with the use of resin. So I do use a clear epoxy resin, and I make my own new paints from that. So I'll mix the same type of inks and acrylics and paints into the resin and make a new form of paint with that, and I paint literally with that resin. And then sometimes I'll do a clear coat on top, but usually I like to leave it in the state as it sets.
Awesome. Yeah. So do you have any special tools that you like to use that you want to share with us?
I often only use my hands, and I have used offset spatulas. So you usually ice a cake with those, but I do use them as painting tools, and I really love not using traditional materials or tools.
So see, thinking outside of the box pays off. Do you have any favorite art galleries or spaces in the area that you like to visit?
I love to go to Art Space. I like the Muller Gallery. Really anything that I can find that I like to go into. Love CAM, the North Carolina Museum of Art.
Yeah.
Especially with the new expansion. It's just beautiful, very inspiring. It's very peaceful. So I do generally go there more than anywhere to the museum. And it's such a gift that we have that in our state.
Absolutely.
And it's available to everybody. So
yeah,
those are my favorites.
I'll be putting links to those places at the end of the blog post so that you can go and check them out for yourself. What about resources in the area for artists? What are you aware of, or do you take advantage of that is available locally that helps to promote artists, or where you get your supplies? Anything like that?
There are a lot of things I feel that are available to artists, and I'm actually just learning myself, getting back into this newest work over the past 2 years. So for supplies, I do go online a lot, but locally I am an advocate for Jerry's Artarama. And if anybody's ever been in there, you have to be careful.
You know what,
you know what I'm talking about. And then there's Triangle Artworks is really great. Anchor Light is fantastic for supporting and promoting artists. I hope to connect with them in the next year. And the United Arts Council, they have a lot of grants. I mean, there's so much that I know I'm forgetting things, so please excuse me, but those are off the top of my head as I'm doing a lot of research. And really, I find that if you are an advocate for yourself and that you reach out, somebody in the area is going to support you, and that's wonderful, because I think that's really special about our area.
Absolutely.
There is a focus on all forms of art and local entrepreneurs and creative minds, and so I feel very gifted, sorry.
Lucky.
Lucky.
Lucky to be here.
Yes,
Yeah,
that was not the
absolutely.
right thing to say. But I feel lucky. I feel like it's it is a gift to be in the area.
Absolutely. So one last question. If you had any advice that you could give to your young artist self, what would that advice be?
Believe in yourself. Believe in your ideas. Don't second guess them or what your authentic self is. And that's actually a huge part of how I got back to this particular work. That I felt a little bit lost for a while in what I was making and what my ideas were, and I second guessed it, so I stopped creating for a little while. So the advice would be just to listen to yourself, be true to yourself, and to take the risks. It's okay to take the risks.
I think that's wonderful advice for everyone.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you so much. There will be links at the bottom of the blog post for how you can find Susie and her artwork, where she's going to be in the upcoming months, and how you can acquire one of her beautiful pieces. Thanks for watching, and we'll get you next time.
Thank you.